best of the 70s with Mark and Steve. James Zahara is going to be along with the forecast from the Storm teammate a little bit, but it's going to be hot and sunny today, up around 97, 75 right now.
Hey, the circus is in town!
Yeah! You know, Steve, you'd make a great circus clown.
This is, well, I have my circus clown nose right here.
I know you do.
And we have the Barnum and Bailey Ringmaster, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Step up and welcome Johnathan. How are you?
I'm great. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, thank you. Thank you for having me out here. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, I'm your ringmaster, Johnathan Lee Iverson of Ringling Bros and Barnum Bailey. Always the greatest shouter!
See, I couldn't tell the difference between Jonathan and Steve. That's see, I'm telling you.
Wonderful, I tell you.
And neither one of us have had any coffee yet.
I know,
No.
it was really amazing.
Not at all.
Wait until we get our coffee on. Welcome to the Quad Cities. You've been doing this for 13 years?
13 years,
Wow.
off and on. I left for about 5 years, but you never really get out. It's like the Sawdust Mafia. They always find you. They will find you. They'll send a clown. They send clown noses to your apartment, whatever. They just leave them there as a sign. You know, but 13 years I've been with this this great institution. It's been wonderful, man. It's just a wonderful ride.
So when you're thinking to yourself, when I grow up, I want to be a ringmaster.
No,
How'd that happen?
No, it's like the Matrix. They just come and find you. The only
No
people
kidding.
that run away with the circus are clowns. That's a fact. They're the only people that run away.
No, wait a minute. What about veterinarians? Because if you
No,
saw, you know, the Water for Elephants movie.
Sure.
Yeah, right. And this is what kills me, because people are, yeah, I saw Water for Elephants. Now I know what you do. Wow.
Now, you're not that cold-hearted. You're not...
I'm like, you know, I'm going, yeah, exactly. Thank you. I'm Water for Elephants. That's what tells you. 140 years of the greatest show on earth. Summed up in Water for Elephants.
You were just telling us that before you got into this, you wanted to be an opera singer?
No
Yeah,
kidding.
that's where I was on my way to, man. It was so funny because I was studying music my whole life. I was in a wonderful boy choir when I was a teenager in New York City, the Boys Choir of Harlem. And
Wow.
then I went to college at the University of Hartford, Hart School of Music. By the way, it's the school of the guy who won the Voice on NBC.
Get
Yeah,
out!
he and I went to school together.
Oh,
so,
cool.
So, yeah, he's everything they were saying about him. That's really he's really like that. He's very genuine, very nice, wonderful guy, awesome talent. He's always been that good. So it was like when he got on. The
When
show,
you saw he was on, it was like,
I was
it's
like,
over.
He's winning.
Yeah,
he's winning this, and if he doesn't, I'm throwing my TV out. You know, we went to that school, and I graduated at 22 years old, and of course, you know, you're just broke, scared, and going.
And I have a degree in opera.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? I'm hearing my father, who was a Caribbean man, and you know, Caribbean boy. You don't have no job, boy. What you gonna do with Do Re Mi? What you supposed to do with Do Re Mi? And I just keep hearing this in my head. I'm like, crap, I need to get a gig. I need to get a gig. And I went to audition for a dinner theater. And it was strange because the director of the dinner theater was also directing Ringling Brothers. And he called me later. He said, how would you like to try this out? And he was kind of crazy too. I mean, he kind of fell into it too. I said, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I knew about Ringling Brothers, the brand. It
Well,
was
you
so
know,
much-
you're the ambassador for
right.
the
And
circus.
it felt like,
yeah.
you know, somebody was calling me to be a U.S. ambassador. I'm like, well, but Mr. President, I don't even have, I'm not qualified for such a position. But, you know, it was great. And I jumped on the idea of auditioning for it. And, you know, basically the rest was history. It was just such a wild thing. It was, I mean, because the lifestyle we lead.
Yeah. Now, do you travel on a train? Does it
Yes,
still
we
do
live
that?
on the world's largest privately owned train. We're the greenest show on earth, man. We've been carpooling it for over a century. How's that, environmentalist? Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, is it true you do sell the elephant dung to the gardeners
You know,
and stuff like that?
from the last I heard, we do. And because I always wondered, well, where are we going to put all this stuff? We might as well put it, make it to use it.
Because that stuff is, in the gardening community, it's like,
oh, yeah.
behold!
Yeah.
The greatest fertilizer on the planet!
And it's great because we feed our elephants natural food, a natural diet. No steroids there.
So, in this Barnum and Bailey show, and it's the 200th anniversary of P.T. Barnum's birth?
Yes.
Okay. What are the acts that you, night in and night out, or day in and day out, go, I always like to catch this?
Well, here's the thing. I live with these people, so I can't have favorites, because they will find me. However, there are acts, you know, I categorize, you know. There's certain acts that I can only talk about with certain friends.
Okay.
And then there's certain acts and I'm like, hey kids, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, hey kids, let's talk about this. There's this wonderful motorcycle act, of course, the Globe of Steel.
Oh, everyone loves that.
The Torres family. They're going to.
Well, they had America's Got Talent has a kind of a similar thing going on.
No. See,
look at him, look at him.
This is what drives me crazy. It's these doggone shows, man. You know, people see it on TV and it must be true. I'm not saying these folks aren't any good. I'm saying if it ain't, if it's not the greatest show on earth, it's not authentic. Get it? Wow. This is the stuff. This is the stuff. Because these people doing it over 400 times a year. Wow. Okay, so it's very different. It's a very different dynamic altogether. And this Torres family, they're from Paraguay. They're attempting 7 motorcycles inside a 16-foot sphere. And it's amazing because their sister joined the crew. And she is gorgeous. I mean, you wouldn't think she does this for a living. She should get like a Perel or whatever, a shampoo endorsement. She has to get a shampoo endorsement because she comes out, she whips off her helmet, waves that hair, and everybody loses. 7 motorcycles inside the Globe of Steel. We have a strong man who's going to attempt to lift over a ton of weight. He's going to try to bench press half a ton. We have a 60-year-old who does backflips on double stilts. I mean, it's one of these. Yeah, he's nearly 60.
And he's doing sheetrock at the same time. And that's what's impressive.
Well, he probably does that for a hobby. I mean, he's one of these, like, you know, it's like, you remember those kung fu movies you used to watch, you know, like, they used to come on, like, Fox, and at, like, 3:30 on the weekends. This is what he's like. He's like that old guy who doesn't age, man. He's incredible. And, yeah, he's nearly 60. He does these backflips on these tall, double stilts. And it's amazing, man. This is what I live with. This is what I live with. And, of course, there's the animals and a little bit. We have a pre-show, every show, 1 hour before the show. Come on down, meet the performers. You can meet them.
Now, do you still have the tiger that eats the bad little boys and girls? Like
oh, no.
You guys got rid of that?
No. We just spank them.
Well, would you like to go to the circus?
We've got tickets.
344-7104.
You got tickets? This is not coming out of my check, is it?
No. Well, don't check your wallet. You shouldn't have left it in the green room.
Oh, man.
Okay? Here's the deal. 10th caller right now will set you up with a 4-pack of tickets.
Yep, 344-7104. In fact, we got 2 4-packs here, so we'll give away a couple of them.
Excellent. Jonathan, thanks for coming by this morning.
Thank you for having me.
You really need to have more energy.
I do.
More enthusiasm.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
this Starbucks wasn't working.
Yeah.